I use a certain trick, and I'm going to take 2 minutes, and obviously we know what it is. It's very simple. Now, let me ask you a quick question, and I don't want to show of hands. I don't want any.
So haunted.
Okay, I like that. At the start. Don't raise your hands, don't acknowledge the question anyway. Can you juggle? You're answering internally, and I see some heads going already. Can you juggle? I see some heads going already.
No physical.
It's very simple. I can juggle. I've just proven to you that I can juggle. I'll prove it one more time. I can juggle 3 balls. I can juggle 4 balls. I can juggle 5 balls. I can juggle torches. I can juggle, as some of you call them, bowling pins. They're actually clubs. I can juggle 4 of the clubs. I can actually spin a basketball on this finger and juggle 3 balls in this hand at the same time. I can juggle with this hand and play the piano with this hand. I can juggle with this hand, play the piano with this hand, and do long division in my head at the same time. I am very, very impressed. You know,
Wow.
now here's the cool thing, because you're looking at me like I'm either crazy or on a statue, on a pedestal. You're right the first time, you're wrong the second. All of those things I can do, and you know what's coming, don't you? Because you've heard this one.
Yeah.
Okay. All of those, if you were to hook me up to a lie detector, some of you got a little suspicious, because let me just put it way over the top. I can juggle 12 balls, speak French, and bounce a beach ball in my head at the same time. So let's get it to the point where you're starting to question, if not my truthfulness, at least my sanity. Okay? Now, if you were to hook me up to a lie detector test, the truth of the matter is, I would beat the lie detector test, because everything I just said to you is true. I can do all of those things. And for those of you who externally or inside said I can't, so can you. Because of all of those things I told you I can do, the only ones, get ready for it, the only ones I know how to do are juggle these 3 balls, juggle 4 balls, juggle clubs, and speak Spanish. Did I say speak Spanish?
No.
French.
You said French.
Although you kind of cringe every time I do.
Él habla español como una persona que ha tenido español.
Donde está el baño is my favorite one, but 6 good years of a public school education taught me.
Downstairs.
I found it already. I'm a young man with an old man's bladder. We don't record that part.